I have to admit, I'm getting a little worried about things right now in American politics. There is something that is disturbing me greatly because I think we may be dealing with a missing persons case that nobody out there is talking about. In fact, this person's absence just happened so suddenly, and with everything else going on in the country, nobody noticed that somebody very important in American politics seems to have gone missing. And that person is none other than Marjorie Taylor Greene. For the first time since Marjorie Taylor Greene burst onto the political scene, I haven't seen any headlines featuring her. I haven't seen any weird videos that she has put out. I have not seen a single interview that she has conducted in the last 2 weeks. This is the longest stretch I think I've gone without talking about Marjorie Taylor Greene in a segment because she simply hasn't been in the news. Which means if she's not in the news, she's not out there doing crazy things. So where the hell is Marjorie Taylor Greene these days? Now, some folks may look at it and say, well, Farron, you can go to her social media. She's clearly posting on Twitter. But one, she is definitely not posting as much as usual. And two, she also has a staff. So even if she's putting out stuff on social media, we know the staff also has access to that. So the fact that there are tweets coming out is not necessarily proof of life. They could be posting that. But even more importantly, she was a darling of conservative media. Right? Going on Steve Bannon's podcast, and even though he's in prison, the podcast has continued with guest hosts. Do they not want to talk to Marge? Does she have nothing of substance to say? What about Newsmax? What about One America? What about her boyfriend's network? And maybe One America, I honestly don't care enough to know. But something is fishy, right? Marjorie Taylor Greene is not the type of person to just randomly disappear from the headlines. Yet she has. So what is going on? Why has this firebrand Republican politician suddenly disappeared from the face of the earth? Well, part of the reason, of course, is because it's August. As somebody that has worked in progressive media for 21 Augusts now, I can tell you August is the worst possible month, not just for news, but for guest booking, all of that, because every other year, all the members of the House of Representatives are out there campaigning, not to mention the fact that every year in August, both houses are in recess, right? They're not doing anything, so they're less in the headlines. But in a campaign year, they still make the headlines because, they're out there campaigning. Somebody's going to say something stupid, and if anybody's going to do that, it's going to be Marge. But it's not showing up in the headlines. So I have a theory. I believe that Republican leadership has done their best to try to tell Marge, listen, things are going really bad for us right now. I don't know if you've seen any polls from the last 4 weeks, but our party, our campaign, our hopes for 2024 are dying. The last thing we need right now is somebody to go out there and say something insanely crazy or stupid that's going to hurt our party even more. We know that the Democrats have, of course, been trying to make Marjorie Taylor Greene the face of the GOP, and they've done a good job of that. So what better way to make people forget about it than hiding the face? And I think that's what's happening now. I think Republicans have grown so embarrassed of Marjorie Taylor Greene that they have almost forced her into hiding. They see that Trump's campaign is going down in flames, and they don't want anybody like Marjorie Taylor Greene to show up with a flamethrower and make things so much worse. So, for the good of the country, I do believe that Republicans have told Marjorie Taylor Greene to go kind of disappear for a little bit while the grown-ups try to, fix things before it's too late. Either way, it's been kind of refreshing not to have to see Marjorie Taylor Greene's name in any headlines for the last few weeks. America's Lawyer has launched its own YouTube channel. Now, this channel, of course, is still in its early phases of development, but you can help grow it by subscribing. Just go to youtube.com/theamericaslawyer, and you'll get all of the great content from Mike Papantonio and myself that we produce every single week.